Well, a 96-year-old woman is sharing her words of wisdom. She's releasing a new book about her life serving as the oldest park ranger. KPIX 5's John Ramos with her story.
If the best books come from a writer's life experience, then Reid Soskin's ought to be a doozy. How do you describe the life you've lived?
I've lived my life in a constant state of surprise. Truly.
At age 96, Betty is best known for serving as the country's oldest national park ranger, still giving tours of the Rosie the Riveter National Park in Richmond. But now she's moving from explaining the nation's history to offering the wisdom gained from her own. Last night in Oakland, she introduced her new book entitled Sign My Name to Freedom, a collection of letters, speeches, and postings from her blog called Cbro Speaks that she began clear back in 2003.
I kept it pretty much my history. I'm getting telephone calls from the younger members of the family now thanking me because it turns out to be their history as well.
As the great-granddaughter of a former slave and a survivor of the bigotry of Jim Crow, much of Betty's writings have centered on her lifelong struggle for equality and a basic appeal to man's higher nature. But it hasn't been easy, and having lived so long and experienced so much, perhaps the most amazing thing about Betty is the youthfulness of her outlook on life. She has seen so many changes.
It is my honor to present to you the President of the United States, Barack Obama.
How could she have ever guessed that she would one day share a stage with our first African-American president? Betty acknowledges the challenges ahead, but she doesn't fear the future because she's been an eyewitness to the past.
Every day is a fresh canvas, and I think that maybe is the way I've lived my whole life.
Authoring a book may seem like a way to wrap up a life, but that's not really Betty's style. Consider it instead as just the next stop on an ongoing journey. In Oakland, John Ramos, KPIX 5.